Oh, ladies and gentlemen, on my loud. CW has axed Supergirl. Can we get some condolences? I'm playing This is the world's smallest violin. Oh, it burns. CW has axed them. I'm amazed. Like, I am actually amazed. I'm impressed. They've done something for a change. Now, I don't want anyone to lose their jobs. But clearly the show wasn't very good. Clearly no one was tuning into it. Clearly it needed to be axed. And they're going to finish it after season 6. And I tell you what, there's some positives there. At least they're giving the show the run-in that it needs to wrap up. But I'm really surprised. And what do you think this will signal the end of Batwoman after this second season? First season of the new second season, whatever you want to call it. I reckon Batwoman's going to be gone as well. Unbelievable. I'm so impressed. I can't believe it. The CW will cancel Supergirl following its 6th season that is expected to debut on the network in 2021. This article's linked down below. Check it out. Deadline's Nelly Andreeva reports that the decision to cancel the show came after producers, the studio, and the network, and Benoist came to a decision that it was best to end the show with a longer final season. That makes no sense, does it? That's not the reason for ending it. Andreeva also reports the creative team is currently working on storylines for the show's final 20 episodes of season 6. Supergirl actress Melissa Benoist announced the show's cancellation on her Instagram, writing, "To say it has been an honour portraying this iconic character would be a massive understatement. Seeing the incredible impact the show has had on young girls around the world." Gotta get that virtue, fucking stunning and brave. Stunning and brave. Get that virtue signalling in. God, yes please. Nom, 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 nom. On young girls around the world has always left me humbled and speechless. Really? I don't think it affected anyone, to be honest, but alright. She continues, she's had that impact on me too. She's taught me strength I didn't know I had. What strength do you think it's taught Melissa? Do you think it's taught her the strength to persevere through terrible writing and act her tits off despite terrible writing? I bet that's what it is. To find hope in the darkest of places and that we are stronger when we're united. What she stands for pushes all of us to be better. She's changed my life for the better, and I'm forever grateful. Oh God, give me a fucking break. Benoist concluded, "I'm so excited that we get to plan our conclusion to this amazing journey, and I cannot wait for you to see what we have in store. I promise we're going to make it one hell of a final season. El Mayara." I'll tell you what this sounds like to me. It sounds like, I don't know. It sounds like they knew that the axe was coming, and they came to an agreement just to continue it for one final season, so they could kind of wrap it up. It sounds like they were almost approached with, "Hey, look, we're going to end it unless you can pitch something good for the final season, just to wrap it up quickly." Kind of what it sounds like. You know, the fact that she's thanking people. You know, "I'm so excited that we get to plan our conclusion," because normally you wouldn't. That's acknowledgement of that. Normally you really wouldn't. But here you go. Here's the really funny thing, right? So Supergirl, which was originally broadcast on CBS, averaged a 1.68 rating in the 18 to 49 demographic, with an average of 7.68 million viewers per episode. Fuck me. That is unreal. Isn't that unreal? 7.6 million viewers an episode. That's good. That is good, right? And they're consistent, like they're pretty good, pretty consistent. Bit of a drop off from the first one to, you know, second and stuff, but pretty good. And obviously, you know, declining ratings, but they hover. You know, first one's good, and then they sort of decline, but then they hover, right? In season 2, the show moved to the CW, where it had a 0.73 rating, with an average viewership of 2.3 million. So it dropped 5.3 million average. Like, you cannot be happy with that, can you? Can you imagine being the producer on that and going, oh, yeah, we've just moved networks. We've gone from CBS to the CW. We've lost the whole point on rating. And I'm sorry, what's that about viewers? Sorry, with what? Yeah. Sorry. We've lost 5.3 million. Right. Like, you cannot be happy with that, can you? And look at this. This is terrible. Awful. And then as well, right? Starts off as 3, which we can see there. And then it just goes down. Just declines. Declines. A little bit of a peak, then declines, and then peaks a little bit at the end. Unreal. And the show would see marginal declines for season 3, with a 0.51 rating and average viewership of 1.83 million. And remember, it started its first season with an average of 7.68 million. And it dropped to 1.83. Christ. Season 4 continued to decline, with 0.35 rating and 1.2. That's a total of 6. What is that? 6.4? 6.4 million average drop. Christ. Season 5 saw the show fall off of a cliff with a 0.22 rating. Not even 1 million an episode. And it started off with 7.6. The writing was always on the wall. But the thing about this is, remember, Batwoman is exactly the same. Batwoman is terrible viewership. So why haven't they cancelled that yet? So next on the chopping block, ladies and gents. Next on the chopping block. However, that average viewership was buoyed by the premiere episode, which saw 1.2 million tune in, and the Elseworlds crossover, which saw 1.6. The final 8 episode of the season never saw the show's viewership go above 700,000. Ugh, that's awful. While season 6 will be the last season for Supergirl, it doesn't necessarily mean the character will no longer appear in the CW's Connected Arrowverse universe. The CW picked up Constantine and incorporated him into the Arrowverse in both Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow after the character's show on NBC was cancelled after its first season. The CW is also spinning off a Superman and Lois Lane show for Supergirl, or from Supergirl, that will star Supergirl's Tyler Hoechlin, so Superman Clark Kent, and Elizabeth Tulloch as Lois. It's quite possible Supergirl could make an appearance in that show down the line. You know what could also be happening? Is that they've been doing a lot with DC's characters recently. They've been cleaning house there, haven't they? So maybe we're going to see something with DC. Maybe they're going to reclaim them. I'm genuinely surprised. I mean, look, it definitely should have happened, but it also should have happened a long time ago. So to see it happen now is surprising. Are you surprised by this? I am. I'm baffled. It's unbelievable. Like, what do you think is going on? Do you think that it's just to do with the viewership? Because if it is, why do you think they've waited this long? Why do you think they've waited this long to do it? Coronavirus, maybe? See, the thing is that's the easy get out for a lot of people, but they're not using it as the get out. In fact, they've not used anything like that. They've not actually given... Something in my eye. They've not actually given the reason, have they? So, I have no idea. It's so strange. It's surprising because they haven't done it sooner. But I wouldn't be surprised if Batwoman goes as well. This gotta go, because that doesn't top 1 million views an episode. That's awful. But then it never really got very good views, so maybe they can't say it's declining that much. But then I'd be surprised if they kept it going, just because the viewership is so bad. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. And also, guys, let me know what you think if DC are potentially reclaiming anything. Because I think that there's the potential for that. I think the potential is that they could be taking this back. They could be planning stuff. You got to remember, right, DC is moving to HBO, right? HBO Max. They're doing a lot with HBO Max. You've got J.J. Abrams doing a Justice League Dark on HBO Max. So it could be that they're looking to clean house, like take home some of the rights to the properties that they've sold off, or just licensed out. They could just be reclaiming it. That's the thing that other people probably haven't bothered to think about. They could just be taking it back. J.J. Abrams is doing stuff for HBO. Why couldn't this be part of it? Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Stay up to date on the world of pop culture movie news by hitting the bell notification icon. Guys, I'm making another movie. I'll leave a link to it down below in the description box, and I'm going to be doing a big video on that soon to let you all know about that. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching with Mr. H. Take care.